A PSA from Kung Fu Hot Dog. He loves boobs.
This show is so zappy, we hope it makes you happy. It's zany and it's wacky, now here's another bit.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to female video game developers, well, only two names come to mind. Jade Raymond, who worked on the earlier series of Assassin's Creed. And then before she left the video games industry, she gave us this wonderful parting gift called Fair Game.
Let's go.
Surrounded by black faces. I seen them every day, day in, day out.
And then there's Amy Hennig. What is she doing these days after the original Uncharted trilogy which she worked on? Oh, that's right, Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra. I thought that game was coming out this year, but apparently that's being put on hiatus until whenever. Poor Amy Hennig, that woman never gets a break now. But anyway, folks, the reason why I mention these particular women, and I'm sure there are other female game developers out there who've made a big contribution to the male hobby. Well, guess what, folks? There's a publication that's going to be due in a while. I don't know exactly where or when. Well, I do know where it will be. It will be on the internet. And do you want to know what this website is called? It's called the Mothership.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh man. Oh God. Oh man.
But on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you end up liking this video today, you know what to do already. And I know what I like to do already. Gouge my eyes out.
Yes, hallelujah, it's the video show. And now, the man the BBC calls...
Jason King on Kung Fu Hot Dog.
Never surrender!
This publication aims to attack gamers. It might include men, it will definitely include women and people who are gender confused, and it will take on board those poor game journos whose feelings were wounded after they gave a review on a video game that all the gamers out there, you know, the people that actually spend money and buy games, disagreed with them about and forced them to go into a corner and cry their eyes out. Now, former Polygon editors Maddie Myers and Zoe Hannah, not Zoe Quinn, have just announced a new game publication with a focus on gaming, culture, community, and stories that speak to players of all genders. Despite the fact there's only male and female genders, I'm pretty sure there aren't any others like alien or hybrids or maybe, what do you call those things now? Oh no, fuckwits. With a full launch due on January the 26th, so that's just over a week from now, folks. In an introduction video, the editors asked interested readers and viewers for their support so the team can produce stories about the state of labor, gender, equity, culture, gaming, while also building an online community where we all feel comfortable. The site is proudly queer and woman-owned, but didn't you talk about all genders? So shouldn't that be something else rather than just women-owned?
I like to read woman's own, you know what I like.
And Myers noted in an email that it seeks to really serve and resonate with its intended audience. We're writing for the girls, gays, theys, and truly embracing all of that. She said. Don't you mean she, her said that?
My name is Sarah Bond. My pronouns are she, her.
Referencing her roots as a writer for the original iteration of the Mary Sue. Oh my God, well, if there was ever a bygone word to start sticking your fingers down your throat and hurling up, that will be it. Teen Vogue, but for video games, is another version of the elevator pitch, of which this pitch should be under an elevator. She, her said, playing games is always about the nature of gender, identity, and performance. No, it's not. It's about a video game that most people can play if they feel way inclined to actually put a control pad on and dance the night away, or maybe you're gay and want to do something else like playing in the hay and maybe making things out of clay. At Mothership, you'll read writing from a diverse roster of contributors. You mean people who are forced against their will to make a piece of prose? You'll find reviews, criticism, and opinion stories about gamers' depiction of gender, as well as stories about these games and how they're marketed. You'll get investigative reporting on the people who make games in an era when DEI is on the wane. No, it's not. It's the complete opposite. What are you talking about, you stupid dumb bitch? You'll read historical deep dives on the games and creators that paved the way. Oh my god, this is massive belated virtue signaling, because there are video game women out there who already have been celebrated, some who may not want to be under the spotlight, and honestly, this is absolutely retarded beyond belief, but I've got to show you this podcast here, folks. It was so nauseatingly bad, I'm just going to play you this excerpt here, but it is with Maddie Myers and Zoe Hannah, the she, her, they, them brigade. Let's just hear a bit of this, folks. It is truly vomiting-inducingly bad.
So for me, it was when I started to get back into games. That's when I was already into feminism. I had already gone through my very radical feminist stage of early college.
Yeah, Zoe's like the opposite of me. She was a feminist first and then came back to games, whereas I was a...
So, were you not a feminist when you were playing video games, Maddie, and now you're a feminist again?
Officer Deja, Agent Vu. Haven't we met somewhere before?
That's right, David Addison and Maddie Hayes. Another Maddie, but a Maddie I wouldn't mind straddling my goods to. Oh no, I'm thinking about the original female grifter of them all. The High Plains grifter. That's right, Anita Sarkeesian. The woman who never ever played a video game in her life and decided one day she'd buy a whole stack of video games and go through them one by one, probably not even completing them, complaining about the Nintendo princess trapped in the ivory tower and the over-sexualized female game design characters like Bayonetta and the bird from Heavenly Sword that caused a very insecure Anita Sarkeesian to look in the mirror and realize that no man would ever want to be with a raging feminist like her, when proof of the pudding will be in her pussy, which to this day is as dry as the last husk of bread I threw out from the freezer this morning.
Want it to be a big deal. I'm just a girl who plays games, whatever.
Zoe, what ends up bringing you into games media?
Yeah, I came in through the avenue of feminism, which meant that I really have always prioritized working with people who are men and work. And that means that when I was freelancing, I was looking for who are the women journalists out there who might commission me?
Oh my God, this is so effing cringe beyond belief. Ladies, let me give you a word of advice from a male right here. Maybe just stick to doing admin work, or perhaps watching episodes of Love Island, or maybe stay at home and make a no-bake cheesecake like one of my favorite content creators out there called Natasha's Kitchen.
And I'm craving some blueberry cheesecake, so let's get started.
And she's quite the cutie pie. She's quite sweet. She's quite sexy. Just like the recipes that she makes up. I'm pretty sure if you sat her down, she would 100% agree with me that some women prefer to be at home, being the homemaker and the dough maker. But these ladies, Maddie Myers and Zoe Hannah, are people who will never know what it is to make dough because no money will be running in to fund this absolute failure of a show, publication, whatever it's going to be. Do you remember Dove? The people that make those nice, sweet-smelling sanitary products like the shower gels that they sometimes do a sponsorship with men's rugby, and how they wanted to change the landscape of gaming with their misrepresented characters in video game form. And what's become of that? If you're a white woman, you gotta be Humpty Dumpty, who sat on too many walls, now she has to stand up. And on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if I were you and if you were me, I know. A Monday afternoon / evening, and this is what we're talking about. But I'm going to keep an eye on this website to see what absolute gutter trash that comes out of it. And if I were you, ladies and gentlemen, and if you were me, I will catch you catching me for the return of the next video.
How did you get into pop culture, video games? Where did that come from?
Well, so I started playing video games when I was like 5.